Okay, so in my last video, I believe we talked about this. Well, I know we did. We talked about this engine with the valves being bad on it. We're going to go ahead and take the head off and take a gander at the valves and see what it looks like. See if they're fixable, but I believe they need to get new valve guys put in it, which I have a friend that can do it for me. I probably could do it, but yeah, I'm just gonna have him do it. There's a show next weekend called Etterville, 100 Years of Progress. It's in the local area. I'll see him next week. So I wanted to drop it off to him. He lives about 100 miles or so away, so I want to get it dropped off. But we're gonna take the muffler off. That's one less thing, obviously, that gets in the way to put it on the lathe. I'm trying not to take the mixer off, which is down there. We've talked about that mixer a bunch of times, but we're gonna get it off of here, take a look at the valves, and then we're gonna get it cleaned up. And then obviously I need to get this covered up because it looks like it's going to rain tonight. So let me get you on the tripod and let's see if we can get that muffler off real quick, and then we'll move on to the head. I mean, we got the neighborhood kids running around, so, but I'm gonna take this pipe wrench and see if we can just bust it loose. Looks like it's not really worried about marking up the pipe, pretty much, because I don't know if it's original or not. If I'm making mistakes, so be it. Alright, well, I guess we're gonna have to try the heat thing. Don't want to do. Yeah, there's no button. Let's get the propane torch and see what we can do. I got some PV blaster, so maybe we can make something happen here and get that off of there. Alrighty, do a little flamage here. I'm sure it's gonna catch. Killed my grass. I sprayed it down with some engine cleaner. I don't think there's much left in this tank. But it's wintertime, it'll grow back. Don't really want to get a hold of the muffler because I'm not going to say it's original, but it's a recast. This is a nice recast. It just got the wrong bolts in it. cool. So I'm gonna do this a couple times, and I'll bring you back when we get it off. And if we don't get it off, then I'll still bring you back and then talk about it. Alright, so we got the muffler off. I just had to get a little help from the cheater bar. I'm gonna sit down here. I went to bust the head bolts loose, but they're already loose. Here's a muffler. It was not bad. Well, it wasn't really rusted that bad. I just had to get a cheater bar to get it out of there, and it'll probably come out of the muffler pretty easily too, once I get it clamped up, and we'll just put a new nipple in it when we get to that, because this is probably, I know, is going to be a series. There's no way I can just get it done. But I'll have other videos in between. I won't be able to work on it all the time. I'm going to go ahead and pull the mixer valve out, because I haven't looked at it yet, and just kind of see what condition it's in. It's nice, it has the little tensioner on there. It's original, it's brass. I can't tell. So it's really not that bad. Let me see if I can get it up here. Come on. Up here where you guys can see it, but it really doesn't look that bad. It probably just some cleanup with the surface rust. If not, we'll get another one, or we'll repair this one. But yeah, that looks good. I think all it's just a little buildup of rust. I don't think it's anything that's going to stop it from running. Make sure my knee's not too bad. I went to bust these loose, if I didn't say it already. They weren't even tight, so that might have been some of the, well, definitely some compression loss there. I think I said before, we tried to start it right after I bought it up in Pennsylvania, just goofing off, and didn't have the compression. So this might have had something to do with it, but like I said, we were just goofing off. I think, it'd take the exhaust rocker arm off. Where'd I lay it? Well, I don't know where I laid it. But I took the exhaust rocker arm off to get to this bolt. So this one is that actually the only one tight. And not that tight with that big ratchet. So this is the last bolt. It does look really good. So let's see. Nope, gonna have to go get a mallet and kind of tap on it and see if we can bust it loose. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. Okay, well, I'm not gonna force you to watch me struggle with this, so I'll bring you back once we get it off, and we're gonna take a look at the cylinder bore, and we'll take a look at the these valves just sitting here. Once I get it off, I'll take the camera off of the tripod so we can get a closer look. Oh, I see. All right, so we're back. I got the whole head assembly here laid out on the back of the tailgate of the truck, just because I didn't want to pull the table out here. But My big concern was the valves. Obviously, like I said, the head bolts were not tight. And then had 2 gaskets on it. And that one looks kind of good. This one was torn in there. I didn't do that, but it's there. The valve seats on this doesn't look too bad. There's some grooves right in there on the exhaust valve that probably this could be recut a little bit. The intake looks really good. Here's the exhaust valve. I don't know how well you're gonna be able to see, but she kind of has that ring all the way around it, so it was probably sealing good enough. Here's the problem. So this is a homemade valve. Valve head is good, but somebody tried to weld it, and I don't know if you can catch it on camera, but it's loose. It's not even close to being tight whatsoever. So that'll have to be redone. You should, my understanding, I'm not an expert here, but instead of welding that the valve stem itself should have been peened over. That way it wouldn't have come loose like that, because the valves itself are hardened, and if you place the stem, most likely that's not hardening. So if it would have been peened over, it would have been just fine. Then here comes the other concern. This happens on both valves, so it definitely needs valve seats. I mean, it just wiggles like there's no tomorrow, and you know, it probably should only be a couple 3,000ths at the most on this. So this week, there's the engine show this week. I think I've mentioned that. It's more of a steam tractor show, but one of my friends that's a machinist, I'm gonna pass it off to him and let him work his magic on it. I probably could do it myself, but right now it's just easier for him. I wanted to point it out. I did mention in the last video I did get new valve springs. So this is the kind of the new one. It's a little stiff. This is the exhaust valve. It's always stiffer. And then here's the old one, about as stiff, but you can see there's a difference in size. So I don't know if this is worn out or somebody tried to modify it. I'm not sure. Now the intake, the big concern on this is here's the new intake, and this is really easy because hit and miss are atmospheric engines, so it sucks air in as it sucks fuel in, so it opens up that valve just by suction. And this spring is a bit harder, and it's not even, so somebody's kind of replaced it. So we'll replace it with a new one that I bought, so you can still get those parts. But yeah, that's everything. I got the 5 head bolts here. I got a fuel line here. This is the exhaust rocker valve and the pin that holds that. It's kind of pitted and rusted. We'll probably just make a new one of those. Head gaskets, I got gasket material. We'll make new head gaskets. And here's the muffler. Like I said, it's a recast. It's really nice. We'll just change the bolts out, and they should be square head. The mixer screw here, let me see if I can get closer this way. It looks good. I think I get it cleaned up, hit it with a wire brush, and I don't think there'll be any issues with that. On another engine, I'll show you what a bad one really looks like. But there's some rust on there, but I think it'll be good. And it does have the original, I guess I'm just going to call it a tensioner for the mixture valve. Some engines have springs, but if you can see, this mixture screw is grooved, and this just rides in the groove and holds it. So the vibration doesn't cause it to change its mixture all the time. And then another thing I kind of want to point out, and I don't know if you can see it. I'm sorry that It's fixing to rain here, so the light's not the best in the world. But if you can see that notch right there, so typically people want to stamp it or take a file and make a notch in there, and that's usually where the engine runs the best, you know, for them. That way they, you know, can shut it off with the fuel to make it stop, and then just screw in the mixture valve, needle valve, whatever you want to call it, and then they know to open it up till there to get it started again. So that's going to be it for this video. Like I said, this will be a series, and there'll probably be some videos in between on it, just, you know, for fun stuff while I'm waiting on something else. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.